Right, so we've done the trade and other payables, but I kept the shareholders for dividends and the SARS income tax out because I'm going to show them separate. So let's put them in now. Let's start by the SARS income tax because I've already calculated that figure when I did the receivables note to check if it wasn't perhaps a receivable. So I can go and look at what the amount was that I got there. Just find it quickly. And there we calculated it was 18,800. How did I get to it? Took 408,800 minus 390,000. So I'm going to show it on the balance sheet. I took 408,800 minus, let's just make sure, 408,800 minus 390,000. Minus 390,000. And that gave me 18,800. 18,800, which is my SARS income tax payable. Then I must look at shareholders for dividends. Good. Shareholders for dividends, the easiest way to remember it, whatever the shareholders for dividends is the dividends we haven't paid yet. Now, dividends we haven't paid yet will be the final dividend for this year. That is all. There's nothing strange to it. So whatever the final dividend for the year was, it is the figure I will put in there. And I've already calculated it when I did the retained income note. So I can just go back to the retained income, and there I calculated the final. It was 910,800. So that 910,800 is the figure that I must put in for shareholders for dividends. 910,800. So there's no calculation needed. I can simply put in whatever figure I got when I did the retained income note. Let's just align it quickly. Good. Now the last one, but don't forget about it. This, the loan, I deducted 40,000. I owe more than 320. I actually owe 360,000 when I calculated it. 320 of that was for longer than a year and 40 for the year. So I must still show that short-term portion of the loan. So I'll put in there short-term portion of the loan. And that was the 40,000. Whatever I deducted up there, if you got to a different figure, just make sure you use the same figure down here. So it is 40,000. And now I've got everything in for the current liability. So I must just add them all, put the total at the top. So it's the 246,400 plus 18,800 plus 910 plus 40,000, and that should give me 1216,000. 1216,000. And that is the total of my current liabilities. So on the liabilities and equity side, I've got everything in, so I can calculate the total equity and liabilities. To do that, I take the totals. I must take the total for the shareholders' equity, the one above the block, the total for the non-current liabilities, again the one above the block, and for the current liabilities, also that figure above the block. So it's the 332,400 plus 320 plus 1216, and that will give me my total equity and liabilities. So if I add those three, it should then give me 4,860,400. So that is how you get to the total by adding the three block totals. Whatever is in this, whatever is the total of the equity and liabilities should equal the total of assets. So whatever I got here, I'm simply going to copy up to the total assets. So the total assets will therefore also be 4,860,400. Good, so now I can, let's just take all these highlights away. Now I can go and calculate backwards. To get to the total with assets, it would be whatever the total of the non-current assets were and the total of the, so whatever this total plus this total should give me the total assets. Now, I haven't got that total for the non-current because I couldn't work it out because I didn't have the fixed assets total. So, but I've got the answer and I've got one of the two that I need. So to get to the missing one, I simply take the answer and do the opposite. So it's 4,860,400 minus 1,037,800. And that will give me whatever the total non-current is. And that should give us 3,822,600. Good. So just highlight that one because it's part of our, so that one plus that one gives me that one. I can even go back and check 3,822,600 plus 1,037,800 should now give me the 4,860,400. Now to get to the total at the top there, the one we just calculated, it would be the total of everything inside the block. So something plus 380,000 gives me 3,822,600. Again, I've got the answer and the one of the two, so I can work out the difference. It's 3,822,600, do the opposite, minus 380, and that will give me the fixed assets, and that should give me 3,442,600. Good, so and that is then how we do the balance sheet. They often give you a balance sheet with something missing, and that would then require you to work back like we did in this one. So just remember what you need to add to get to what figures, and these highlighted ones are the ones that we need to add. If you know what to add, you can then work back to get to any missing figure. Go and try and do a couple of balance sheets, and then if you have questions, you can always ask me, and hopefully you'll be able to do a balance sheet. Good luck.